What's up, everybody? We're going to start the stream a little bit early today because I'm here and I'm ready, so I figured we might as well get started. How's everybody doing tonight? How does that view look? Can everybody see that all right? Let's see who we got. What's up, William Larrick? Welcome to the stream. Leopin Destroyer, Commander Cody Productions, Clone Commander Studios, Clone Plays, MC Lego Sam 09. Welcome. Yes, I did start a little bit early. Welcome, everybody. So tonight, I'm really hoping the stream will go well. For some reason, all day today, my internet has been really bad. So I'm really hoping the internet doesn't just shut down and my stream gets shut down. But so just so you know, if that does happen, it's just because my internet's been really bad today. But yeah, as you can see, I've been busy since the finale. This is I've made pretty good progress, which is good because I don't know, for some reason I'm really excited. I'm really excited to take this mock apart. Like I kept Naboo built for a little while, but I don't know. I have very big things planned for this channel, things that I think you guys are gonna really like, and so I was just excited to to get things moving again. I had been working on this for so long, so it was a breath of fresh air to get started. And as you can see, it's getting destroyed pretty quickly. Are you sad while destroying your awesome mock? To be honest, no, not really. Just because I have some really cool stuff planned for you guys. Like I'm really excited for my next project. So it was, I don't know. I was more sad to destroy Naboo. That one was more sad for me, but this one I wasn't very sad. Too bad there were haters, but I love the mock. Yeah. I mean, no matter how good, no matter how good your stuff is you put out, there's always going to be people who don't like it. But that doesn't matter to me because I have awesome people like you guys who have shown great support throughout this series. So you guys are the people that matter to me. Anyways, enough about me. What's everybody up to tonight? Anybody working on any Lego projects? Let's see. When will you be announcing? Sorry, what was that? Oh, when will you be announcing the mock contest? So I am judging the results this week, and then on Sunday I will announce the winner. I got so many entries. I had over 70 entries, which is awesome. Like that's so cool. Like it blew me away how many people wanted to come out and support me, and do a mock for my mock contest. So that was just awesome. I got some really good entries too. Currently waiting on pick-a-brick parts from Lego so I can start working on a communal mock with a spinning turntable. How big is your mock going to be? Is it a large one or just a smaller mock? You finished it like 2 days ago. I know, right? I don't know. I was ready to take it apart. It's definitely sad, especially this part right here. This hill area was my favorite part. Like I thought it turned out really good. So that was a little bit harder to take. This will be a little bit harder to take apart. But overall, I'm pretty excited. Plus, I'm also, now that I'm taking this mock apart, I'm actually starting a Bricklink store. So a lot of these pieces right here that you guys see will be on sale on my Bricklink store. Trying to get rid of some parts, help other people out who are trying to build mocks and then make a little bit of money for my next big mock project. MM Lego Productions. I don't care if I don't win because I really improved on my building skill, my mock. That is a great attitude to have for mock contests because honestly, like winning's cool. Like I've won some mock contests, but honestly, like the building, the practice you get building a mock, the critiques you get from other people, and like the feedback, that will do a lot more for you than like winning a mock contest. Winning a mock contest is cool, but I'm actually going to talk about that when I do my announcement video. Like joining mock contests will really help your mock building improve. Like it'll help your talent, it'll help you learn new techniques and all that stuff. So that's a great attitude to have. Are you keeping all the parts or selling them? What's the plan? So I just touched on that briefly. I will be selling some of these parts, like these tentacle plants, and then a lot of the smaller pieces I will be selling, and like a lot of the plate. But as far as like brick goes, I'll keep the brick for filler brick because my next mock is going to take a ton of filler brick. Hey Tabitha, what are you up to tonight? Thanks for stopping by. Only one large gray base plate, but the main attraction of it is the goal to get the platform on all the minifigures will spin. Why do you want it to spin? Should have submitted the smaller mock I made for your contest, but I thought Lego would send the parts I bought quicker. Yeah, it's been a little difficult to get pieces in lately. I hit 66 subs, and are you doing an Order 66 mock contest? I was doing one. It's closed now, and I'm judging. I'm going to be judging the results this week and giving you guys a winner. I'm working on a better mock in my streams. Rest in peace, Umbara. What's up, Exo Trooper? What are you up to tonight, man? It's probably late where you are, huh? I wasn't really planning on streaming today, but I have a video coming out tomorrow, and I still wanted to do some streaming because I wanted to stream while I was taking this apart, so I figured I'd just hop on tonight and see if anybody stopped by. Just thought I'd stop by before going to bed. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I've been digging those little vignette builds that you've been doing for I don't remember. I think it's Rebel Lugs contest or someone's contest. But your space themed stuff has been pretty cool, man. What is the next mock is really the question. That is true, man. That is the big question. What's next? What's next for Coconut Brick Studios? Can't believe you got so many entries. Congrats. Good luck on finding a winner. I know, right? Like I was like, when I did the contest, I was hoping to get like 20 entries, and I was like, yeah, that would be good, 20 to 30, and then yeah, here we are, 70 entries later. It's crazy. That's actually how I found your channel, Star Wars Bricks and Figs. Because I hadn't seen you comment on any of my videos before, and then you submitted your contest, and I was like, oh, look at this guy. He does what I do. He does what I do. When is the contest winner going to be announced? This coming Sunday. So stay tuned. Cheers, man. I'll definitely check out the Umbara finale in the morning. Hey, thanks, man. That's crazy. You watched it being destroyed before you saw the finale. Hopefully you enjoyed the finale. I don't have many Star Wars minifigs. I only have like 3 Stormtroopers and then like one more, so I did not enter your mock contest. Hey, that's totally fine. Like that's fine. I get that. There was definitely a point in my life where I didn't really have any Star Wars minifigures. Aha, you've gained 150 plus subs since. Yeah. Oh heck yeah! I found you just before the contest. Really. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've been growing pretty fast. I'm hoping to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of August. That's the plan, anyways. I'm hoping Umbara will go a long way to helping me reach that goal. But man, I'm excited to start working on some new stuff. Like the thing about these big mocks is you spend so much time and effort on them that sometimes you want to start on a new project, but you can't yet. So I'm excited to have some freedom now. What's up, Brickmaster? Welcome to the Destruction of Umbara stream. I'm also going to have to figure out where all these pieces go because I did some calculations for this mock because I was curious, and it turns out like I'm closer to like 20 to 25,000 pieces for this mock, which is insane. So I'm definitely I'm going to be selling some of these pieces, hopefully to free up a little bit of room and earn a little extra cash. But a lot of them I'm just going to have to figure out where to store. They're going really fast, Coconut. Yeah, I mean, it's all thanks to you guys. You guys watch my videos and and the more a video gets watched, the more it gets recommended to everybody else. So I owe it to you guys in a way. Obviously, I have to make the good video good and put it out, but you guys definitely play a part. A sneak peek tomorrow's video is going to be a haul video or an episode of what I bought. It's a pretty cool episode. I got some really good stuff that I've been saving to show you guys because up until now pretty much everything I had to buy was for Umbara, and so now I've got a little bit of freedom and I can buy different things and start working on different projects. So we're gonna have a variety of stuff tomorrow for you guys to see. Yo, what's up, Brick Hive? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Yeah, it's going. It's being taken apart. I don't know. I was just telling everybody else in the chat. Normally, I'm sad to take apart a mock, but this one I literally started taking it apart before the finale was even out. Like I was just ready for it to be done and ready to start on new projects. Now that I've graduated school and I have a little bit more time and hopefully a little bit more money, I've got some fun stuff planned. I got to go check out that Lamborghini speed build that you did. Kind of interested to see what that looks like. Yo, what's up, Brickopotamus? What's good, my dude? When will the contest winner be announced? The contest winner will be announced on Sunday. This Sunday. Yeah, don't forget to smash that like button into oblivion. This is for a lot of people. I feel like this is kind of a little bit more tedious aspect of big mock building is taking it all apart. But I've got to say, I really enjoy this. There's something so satisfying about like parting out all the pieces because I'm very particular with how I sort. Because I like to be very organized, and so it's very fun for me to be able to put everything back where it goes. And once it's all put away, I plan on giving you guys an updated look at my studio, just to show you guys like how I work and stuff like that. Zammy Bricks, what did you think of my mock? Give me a second, man. I gotta think of what your mock was. Zammy Bricks, because a lot of people. Did you send it on eBay or on Instagram? Because some people will send me their entry on Instagram, but their name's different on YouTube than Instagram. I want to say yours is the one that has like, it's got the big mountain right here, and then it's got free-form terrain over there. Am I right? Give me a little bit of a description to jog my memory. It was freeform. Okay, I think I might know what you're talking about. If you are the one I'm thinking of, I really enjoyed it. In fact, I made a mental note. It has a big like rock structure on it, right? Because I made a mental note to go back and look at it again because I really wanted to try that rock work technique. It looked really cool. Me too. Sorting and organizing is so fun. Yeah, it's a blast. It's kind of relaxing too, you know, because like with mock building, you have to really think like, okay, how do I want this to look? You have to visualize it coming together. You have to be very focused. But with when taking apart mocks, you can kind of just chill, you know, just slowly taking stuff apart. Especially if you're on a stream, you can talk to you guys. I'm hoping to have pretty much all of this taken apart by the end of the week. I want to move pretty fast, get a lot of this taken down. We'll see. Sometimes my plans are a little over ambitious. Rest in peace, Umbara. Yep, it's gone. You know, I don't know if I'll ever do an Umbara mock again. Like I have one planned within the next couple of weeks. I'll explain more about that in a future video. But after this, like kind of little Umbara series that I've been in, I don't know, like when the next time will be that I'll come back and build another Umbara mock. Because I build a decent amount of Naboo mocks and Kashyyyk mocks, but the thing about Umbara is just very tough to show you guys the mock because the parts are so black that I have to turn up the brightness for everybody to see it, and that creates this weird glow that makes the video kind of hazy. I don't know if you guys noticed that in the finale, but I felt like it was kind of hard to see and it was kind of blurry at some points. Hey, what's up, Dark Jedi? Just dropping in to say what's up. Umbara looked great, but I like Naboo better, I believe. I'm not the only one. Rest in peace. Any hints on the next mock? Yeah, I don't know. I personally I liked Naboo more as well, but that's because I don't know. That one just turned out so beautifully because that was such a picturesque scene. This one it was a little bit more chaotic, a little bit more gritty, so there was a lot more going on in this mock. But I think Naboo was a little bit more pretty. You'll be happy to know, Dark Jedi, I'm starting to work on my Bricklink store. I got a bunch of parts uploaded this week. Getting ready to open it soon. Too bad the black is kind of shiny. Exactly. It gives off this weird shine with the light. It's hard to see. I think that's why a lot of builders stay away from Umbara. Black is hard to film. Yeah. Yep. It's very hard to fill black, especially when you have the bright contrast of those white gunships. Hey, Doc. What's up? What's good, my dude? How long do you keep a mock before tearing it down to make another? That depends on the mock. So back in the day, back in my early days of YouTube, when I just started, I'd keep a mock built for like a few weeks, close to a month. But as I started to put out more and more videos and like my content load became heavier, I started keeping mocks built for a shorter and shorter amount of time just because I needed the pieces and the space. And so I would say anywhere from a few days to a week right now is how long they stay built. A big one like this, like I had started taking this one apart on Saturday. So the finale wasn't even uploaded yet. And I was already taking apart just because I was done and I was ready to move on. But like Naboo, the last big mock I had, or I built, sorry, I can't talk tonight. I had kept built for like a week or two, I think. So typically the smaller mocks tend to stay built longer just because I don't need the pieces or the space, the base plate and stuff like that. Hey Scott, what's up, man? How you doing? I'm catching up to your sub count a bit. Used to be down 300, now I'm down 250. Nice going, man. Nice going. Hey, what's up, Brick Whisperer? Thanks for stopping by. I saw your mock contest entry and I got it uploaded and everything. Yay, Coconut, I'm excited to buy the windows for the gunship. I've been waiting to get those windows, plus I need a couple of pieces for the modification for the extra drawers on the gunship. Hopefully I have the pieces you're looking for. What's up, MM Lego Productions? What are you up to tonight? I'm good, man. Tough to see this beautiful mock go. Yeah, it's this one. This one wasn't as hard for me to take apart. Naboo was really hard for me to strip down, just because that's one of my favorite movies, one of my favorite scenes, and so that one was kind of tough. But for some reason, this one wasn't as hard. I think it's because I'm really excited because I've hit this little growth spurt on YouTube, and I really want to keep the momentum going. And so I want to start cranking out good content and start new projects and stuff like that, to keep people interested. And so I'm excited to move forward. Not much, just chilling. Nice. Nothing wrong with just chilling every once in a while. Just taking a load off. What's the next mock? Are you talking about the next big mock or just like the next mock I'm working on in general? I'm gonna sponsor Bricks and Bits for M&R and see if I get any subs viewers there. I'll try it, and if it works, I'll sponsor later on. But if it doesn't, I won't sponsor again. It's a good idea. Get some good publicity from that. I bet a lot of people tune in to watch that. I don't watch his Bricks and Bits podcast, but I know a lot of people do. Did you say you have a Bricklink store or going to have one? Yeah, I'm actually in the process. Today I created it and started uploading parts. So I'm hoping to have it up and running within the next couple of weeks. I'm getting rid of a bunch of this stuff and a bunch of parts from Naboo. Just trying to, clean it out a little bit. Get myself ready for my next mock. Dude, I'm 25 away from 500. I want to get there so bad. Here's the thing, like if you guys want my honest advice, here's what helps me the most is putting out good content and being an active person in the community. Like if you ask people to subscribe to you, they'll subscribe to you, but if they don't like your content, you end up losing subscribers. Like I used to do that all the time when I was younger, like as younger as in like I had a young YouTube channel. Like I was going out, I was like, hey man, like I love your stuff. Like you want to check out my channel, and I bring lots of people in, but I end up losing tons and tons of subscribers that way. So if you want to get subscribers that are going to stay, like put out good content and like be an active voice in this community, and people will find you on your own and they'll subscribe to you because they like you and they want to see more of you. And that way 5 months from now you don't end up losing half the subscribers you gained. Will you sell the parts for sets too? I'm probably going to do sets. I would like to try it out because right now I sell sets on eBay, and man, they just rip you off with just ridiculous like fees, like because they take a percentage of whatever the money you make from selling, and so PayPal takes a percentage as well, and so you have to sell your set for a pretty good price to make any money, and that's not fair. Like to other people sometimes because I don't want to be ripping people off too hard. So it's a delicate balance. So I'm going to try Bricklink. I'm going to put some sets on there and see if people buy them. The only thing is I'm making content, putting in time into it, but I'm not really growing. I mean, that's how it goes. When I say putting in time, like I'm talking about months to a year, like not weeks. You know what I mean? Like I've been doing this for a year and a half now. And up until recently, I didn't start growing big. Like at the beginning of this year, I think I had like 200 and something subscribers. And so it takes time. Like it takes months and months. You can ask any big YouTuber. Like it's not a unless you get lucky and you get one of those viral videos that gets like 100,000 views. But I don't make videos that are good enough to go viral, so I didn't get that. Yes, I'm pushing to get more content before I sponsor. Therefore, I get people who actually like my content. I'm making alternative builds along with tutorials. People do like that. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Like focus on getting good content up and stuff, and then start putting the word out there. Because I mean, how many people would be here, if I didn't build these awesome mocks? Like I had to get here first. How do I find you on eBay? And yes, completely agree about all the fees. I don't have like an official eBay store. I just kind of sell stuff randomly. I don't really sell it for cheap though. My stuff is kind of expensive just because, I deal in like the Clone Wars stuff. But if you're interested, DM me on Instagram. And I'll tell you what I've got. Your Naboo mock went viral. 8,000 is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, it went viral by my standards. Like, I was like, yeah, my video's doing good. But, yeah, I mean, it's not huge, you know what I mean? But I'm definitely grateful for what I got as far as views go. And looks like Umbara is doing pretty good right now, too. I'm coming up on, I think I've got just over 600 views on that. That's only been a couple of days. Let's see. Bricklink takes a small fee as well, but not much. I think mine's about $3, and I've sold about 250 worth of figs in the last week. Yeah, I knew they had a fee, but I've heard it's not as outrageous as like eBay. Like, oh man, it makes me so angry. But I mean, I got to sell stuff somewhere. Like I'm grateful at the same time for the platform that eBay is, so that I have that option. But you know how it is. I'm gonna start doing some stop motions when I finish my mock, and I think it has like 2 uploads left. Hey, that's cool. Like I know, like if you can get into good stop motion, you can get some really good views. People love good stop motion. That's a good way to go viral. I've had some popular videos in the past, but the content in those videos isn't at my building standards anymore. You just mean like you've gotten better now? Hope my Felucia mock does well. Oh, I'm sure it will. Good mocks speak for themselves, and that's a good mock. I've seen some good Felucia mocks, and I've seen some not good Felucia mocks, and so I think that one will do just fine. We're making some good progress, boys. We got this whole gray base plates now cleaned out, so I'm going to move these into their little bins. I just quit stop motion, so time consuming, it's annoying. I'm doing SRA, which is more fun. That's cool. That's good to get into stuff that you think is more fun. Because at the end of the day, those are the channels that succeed, are the channels where people are doing stuff that's fun to them, because you're able to ride out the hard times because you're just doing what's fun. Do you think you'll ever make a room tour? Oh, definitely. I love room tours. I just did one in December, so if you want to see the most recent one, go look at some of my older videos. I've got a room tour mock or video. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to do like a building setup to show you guys like what my building setup looks like, the kind of stuff I used to build, and like where I store everything. So it won't be like an entire room tour like my shelf of display sets, but it'll still be some good stuff. So I'm going to try to disconnect this faceplate in the back here and then scoot it forward. There we go. Just ordered a lot of stuff for Felicia. Find out, order tomorrow. Going all out. That's the way to do it. How did you get into Lego? Honestly, just those are some of the first toys that I remember really liking. And I don't know, I like to build. Like before I had Lego, I had like the Duplo blocks. And so that's all I've ever really played with my entire life. Like I used to have some other toys when I was really younger, but I quickly phased out of those and just into Legos. I just love to create. Building is my favorite way to create stuff. And so Legos are a perfect segue or tool for that. And I think it's a good hobby for me. Like it, whoops. It makes, whoops, looks like my camera is unplugged. Hold on a second, guys. Let me see if I can fix this. Okay, can you guys see me again? Am I back? Hopefully that wasn't too long. Sorry, I don't know. My laptop just does that randomly. Like it'll shut the camera off. And it makes me so mad because the camera didn't get shut off because it's a webcam directly connected, built into my laptop. So I don't know how I could have turned it off. So sorry about that. Okay, good. We're back. We're back in business, boys. To answer your question, Star Wars Bricks and Figs, I would say as soon as you're comfortable just like talking live, I would say go for it. Like as you stream, you learn how to stream better. Like obviously, I'm still learning how to work it and stuff, but I would say just start. That's I feel like the best advice I can give because the best way to learn is by doing. And so the more you stream, the more you learn. Like okay, these times work best for me. Like this stuff works good for me. What works, what doesn't. Bricks and Figs, make sure your camera doesn't unplug itself. Yeah, there you go. Make sure your webcam isn't stupid. I remember my first stream. It wasn't great. I only had like 60 people join in total, I think. Do you have the 2007 7655 Clone Trooper Battle Pack? Trying to think which one that one is. Can you guys see me still? For some reason, it's showing up black on my phone, but I can see myself on the camera, so just let me know if you guys can still see me. Sometimes my video lags behind me. Okay, good. Dude, my first stream with like one person. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I've done one or two Instagram. I think YouTube would be better. Yeah, YouTube is it's better for like interaction between you and your subscribe, like you and your followers or whatever you want to call them, you and the people subscribe to, just because you can see I don't know. For me, it's just easier because I can stream from my computer and stuff, and I have more followers here. And people like, I don't get onto Instagram all that much to join people's live streams, but I feel like people are, usually on YouTube watching videos, or they want to tune in and watch you do something. Should I buy another ATAP? Depends on if you like it. Personally, I wouldn't, because I'm not a huge fan of that walker. But I mean, if you want one, get it, I guess. I mean, they're only going to get more expensive from here on out. I'd be very happy with 60 people. Yeah, it was good for like a good beginning stream. Coconut Brick Studios, is the next mock phase 1 or phase 2? It's a good question. So the next mock will be with phase 2 Clone Troopers. What do you think of TikTok? Personally, I don't understand it, but you do you. Yeah, I agree with you there, man. I'm not a fan of TikTok. I just don't think like social media is all that great personally. Like, obviously I have a YouTube channel and I have an Instagram, but all of that is like strictly business. Like, I don't own a personal social media account. And so I think the more social media you have in your life, the more distractions you have, and the more things you have distracting you from your true purpose and calling in life. And so I try to stay away from stuff like that. And I just feel like people waste too much time watching videos on TikTok. And I don't know. Anytime you have lots of people watching your life, I feel like that doesn't do good things for you mentally. Those are my thoughts on TikTok. Yeah, Instagram live streams never seem to do that well. I'm not sure why. I know personally I have zero interest in watching people's. I guess maybe it's because I don't ever see anybody doing anything. Like, I've tuned into a couple live auctions. Even that's kind of weird, because like I'll see somebody bid and then the guy doesn't even see it, and so he just doesn't give it to me. Like, they don't end up winning. And I don't know. I would never bid on something like that, just because it's too big of a risk of me not, missing out on what I need to get. Personally, I'm at the age where everyone uses Snapchat, which I personally don't have because it starts stupid drama. Yeah, I don't have Snapchat either. My friends, I think a few of my friends have it, but I'm with you there, man. I prefer to build Lego. Gotta eat dinner. See you later, man. Enjoy your meal. Would you have gone to any conventions this year? I probably wouldn't have, but I really want to go to some conventions next year, just because I'm still kind of getting back into the Lego game. Like, I just barely started collecting a couple years ago, and just barely started my channel last year. So I'm still trying to get the hang of things, but I definitely want to go. And more than that, I would love to bring a mock of mine, to the place. I feel YouTube is different from social media, in my opinion. YouTube is like TV for me. I watch TV shows except for live streams. Yeah, it's not so much, I guess, like a social media account, but it definitely a lot of good stuff and bad stuff to watch on YouTube. I spend most of the time that I spend watching TV is on YouTube. There aren't a whole lot of TV shows that I watch. I do YouTube because I have no friends with the same interests. Yeah, same. I don't have any friends who are into Lego anymore. I had a decent amount when I was a kid, but they have all since graduated to other things. Not me. Not me. Looks like these wedge plates are starting to spill over into this side, so I'm going to have to take those pieces out. and turn this into just solely wedge plates. I hope that's not too loud. Sorry about that. I just got to get this divider in here so I can put the inverted slopes into this pin. You don't have to answer, how does your wife feel about you collecting Lego? She's very supportive of it. She appreciates having a good hobby in your life to kind of drive you and help you to create good things. So she obviously isn't happy with how much money I spend on Lego sometimes, but she's very supportive. Like she was very influential in helping me start my channel and stuff like that. And she's been on a live stream before. She came on to a live stream on Saturday, and I think she's going to be on my live stream this Saturday again. So I'll get to meet her then. Let's try and guess the next mock, guys. LOL. Good luck. Good luck. I've been pretty secretive with this next one. I think I've told a couple people, but they said they would keep it a secret because I don't know, for some reason, like people already knew I was doing Umbara like a while before I'd done it, just because I was so excited. I was dropping hints and stuff. But I think with this next big one, I'm gonna be a little bit more secretive, so it's a little bit more surprising. Well, at least I'm gonna try, anyways. You know, plans don't always work out how you want them to. Oh, kind of feel lost. I'm not in quarantine and I'm hanging out with some friends, but nothing else feels like it used to. It's gonna be weird. Like I don't know if we'll ever get back to like the way things were before, just because of what's been going on in the world and how crazy stuff is. And I agree with you there. It's weird times, but hopefully we can, find a new norm amongst this craziness. Oh, that sucks, Coconut. You lost a sub. Yeah, I don't know. When you get, the bigger you get, like the more frequently your subs fluctuate. Like it's crazy. So it happens. Ryloth. So I am doing a Ryloth mock. It's not going to be my next big one, but I have. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little break from building big mocks. I'm going to do 2 smaller ones. So the one right after this mock is going to be another Umbara mock. It's going to be depicting when the 501st Battalion and the 212th fight each other on Umbara by accident. And then after that, I'm going to be doing a larger Ryloth mock. So you're right in a certain sense. And tomorrow's video will explain a little bit more. Like I get some pieces for Ryloth and stuff. So stay tuned for that. I feel a bit weird walking by people in the stores, but it will pass. Yeah, I'm the same with you there. Like if I hear someone cough, I'm like, oh no, who was that? But hopefully we'll be able to move on from that. Gotta get all these pieces put away so I can get this base plate moved. Lost 30 subs last week. Whoa. I don't know if I've ever lost that many one time, but that's unfortunate. I wonder why. I'm doing a Ryloth series at the moment. That's right, I did see that. I was like, hey, look at that. He's doing a Ryloth mock. Ryloth is a cool planet. I'm surprised more people don't build. I guess you see it a decent amount, but like as far as like large scale mocks, you don't see a whole lot of Ryloth mocks. At least maybe you do, and I just haven't seen them. But I like to think that I have a pretty good idea of like what big mocks are out there. All right, now it's time to tackle this massive hill area. Like, look how big this is. It's crazy. Like when you put the whole mock together and put all the stuff on, like it somehow makes the mock look smaller. Then you take everything apart and you look at just the landscape and you're like, holy cow, this mock was massive, like 5 feet long, and I think it was like 28 inches wide. It's just crazy. It's crazy to behold. I do YouTube for fun, but I really do care about analytics and stuff because I would love this to be my job one day in many years. Hey, that's cool. I mean, you're starting out young, so that's the way to do it. I didn't even know Lego Star Wars YouTube channels were a thing when I was your guys' age. I was completely oblivious. I've been getting subs this week, so better than last week. Oh, that's good. I do it for fun. Yeah, it's fun. I love doing YouTube videos. Brings me a lot of joy. It's pretty stressful and frustrating, but you know, at the end of the day, it makes me happy. You got one from me just from coming to stream, then me checking out the channel so I could see what you were about. Oh, that's cool. I did the hill so well. It's awesome. Thanks. I'm actually really proud with how the hill turned out. Like, to me, this was the highlight of the mock just because it looked, to me, it looked very realistic. Like, it wasn't just this boring blob of like plate or brick. You know what I mean? I mixed in like slopes here. We had like pathways. We had plate over here. I really took some serious time and like just thought how like a real hill would look and how like erosion would affect it. I wanted this thing to be the real deal. Not really good at anything except for creativity, so that's why I love YouTube. Hey, there you go. There's a place for you to shine. Hey, what's up, Mike or Lego Mike? How you doing, man? I just had to buy more bins today for some storage. Yeah, I bought a big set of mini storage drawers too. It's coming in the mail. Should get here next week, I'm hoping, because like you, I need more storage space. What kind of bins did you buy? Oh, sorry, Brick Pigeon. He's skipping my comment about is it Scipio? I think that's what the next mock will be. No, it's not Scipio. It's not Scipio. For my next mock, I want to build a giant creature, like from Star Wars, or just any kind of, just like a creature you made up, or like one from our world. Feels kind of weird saying that, our world, but you know what I mean. The hill's really good. Your sculpting with the slopes paid off. Thanks. This was the first time I really tried to integrate slopes and plate. Like typically, I don't build with these kinds of slopes. I kind of stay away from them just because I'm not very good at using them. But I really decided to step out of my comfort zone a little bit and get creative. I haven't seen any Scipio Moxie. It was only in one episode of Clone Wars. I don't think it's a popular build. I'll have to refresh my memory on some stuff that happens on Scipio because I like to do planets that aren't done too often. Like I know there's been a decent amount of Umbara mocks, but I really tried to make mine different and unique from everybody else's. So I tend to try and stick to mocks that are not done very often. That's why you'll probably never see like a giant Kashyyyk mock on my channel because I love Kashyyyk and I think it's cool, but I'm not going to try to compete with Solid Brick Studios Kashyyyk. I guess maybe if I try to go in like a very different direction idea-wise, maybe I will, but probably not anytime soon. What would you guys think about a giant Geonosis mock? Like very accurate to episode 2. So you've got like the droids on one side, clones on one side, outside of the arena. Like, would you guys be interested in seeing something like that, or is that one kind of more of a boring battle? because I also do take into consideration like what you guys want to see and like what will do well. Because I don't want to build something that's too obscure that nobody's interested in. What's up? Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your dinner. MM Productions. Hey, my brother has an entire Lord of the Rings world. Oh, that's cool. Do you have any Lord of the Rings sets or Hobbit sets too? I used to have the Battle of Helm's Deep, the big one, but I gave that one to my brother for his birthday. And then I used to have like the Uruk-hai Forge or the Orc Forge. I don't remember what it's called, but I sold all the minifigures for that, which I don't know. I would like to get in more into Lord of the Rings. Like maybe once my channel gets monetized and like I've got a little bit extra money that I don't have to allocate all my funds to Star Wars. I could buy some more Lord of the Rings because I think I could make some cool mocks of Lord of the Rings battles. Do what you want. Personally, I don't like mocks with too much terrain. Needs to be a centerpiece. Yeah, I mean, if I did it, might include like one of those giant capital ships, so it wouldn't just be like a plain flat battle. You know what I mean? Good use for all your gunships. Exactly. Yeah. Good use for all my gunships. Same, but I would make the second battle like landing at Point Rain and stuff. That's a pretty cool little battle sequence. The only problem is that one would take up a ton of space because you'd have to fit all those drop ships and ATTEs and such. Okay, I'm starting to run out of bins here for my pieces. I have so many black parts now. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these. I'm hoping I can get a bunch of them sold after a while because I don't use black all that often. I think that if you were going to do a Geonosis mock, it would be from Clone Wars. So kind of the landing at Point Rain one. Seems like that's the more popular battle. I have to agree there. I'm not a huge fan of the first Battle of Geonosis. See you later, TechBot. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I would have like 2 gunships and 1 ATTE. Do you buy off eBay? Yeah, I buy a ton of stuff off eBay. That's like it's my main source of Lego other than Bricklink. I love eBay. I'm like a shark, always lurking in the waters of eBay, hunting for a good deal. I don't always strike though. Gonna have to call it a night. Thanks for another 6 stream. Hey, I really appreciate that. Means a lot. So thanks for stopping by. It's always good to have you. You always make for you always have good comments and such. So have a good night. I try not to stream super late because I know a lot of you guys have, you're farther along in the time zones than I am. But tonight was kind of just an impromptu stream. Just wanted to see who would show up. eBay is the way. Yep, it is. Battlefront is so much fun. Which one are you talking about, or just all of them in general? Coconut, what do you think about the UCS Imperial Shuttle rumor? I am very, very intrigued. Like, where to begin? I guess my first question is why, because they did such a good job with the Imperial Shuttle. Like, it's not a bad one. I don't think that model needs to be remade. So why are you doing it again so soon when there's so many other sets you could be making? So I'm not hating on it. Like, I'm actually kind of excited because I was never able to purchase the older one. So I'll be able to get this one. But I wonder, like, what their thought process is. Like, why not a UCS AT-AT or UCS ATTE, or you know what I mean? Like UCS Nebulon Battle, whatever. So I'm very interested to see like what the size of it will be, because this is probably going to be This one's definitely going to be more expensive than the A-Wing, in my opinion, because, you know, they released the cheaper one in May, and then the more expensive one comes out in the fall. So that's kind of interesting to me because I feel like roughly those ships are, like, obviously the A-Wing's smaller, but the Imperial Shuttle's not huge compared to that one. So maybe they just wanted to do a bigger and better model, but I'm very, very interested. What are your thoughts, Scott? Are you excited or wanted something else? And just like that, Umbara was no more. Exactly. Rest in peace, Umbara. Welcome to the stream, Will. Yeah, you finally made it. I'm not streaming at the same time as Jay. He's probably going to stream tomorrow night, I bet. He usually likes to stream on Wednesdays. Has Lego made a clone cadet yet? They have not made an official one, but you can buy custom ones from third-party sellers. What are you up to tonight, Will? Got anything fun in the works? I guess it is just a Tuesday night, so just happy to not be at work, I would imagine. Hey, what's up, Brick by Brick Productions? It's so good. Just rewatched The Final Reason. Are you talking about Clone Wars? Man, we are really eating into this hill. I'm making a lot of progress. It's hard to know sometimes how much progress you're going to make because, you know, all the pieces have to be sorted out and stuff. Yeah, I would definitely get it. I missed out on the older models. Going to purchase the older one, but I'll wait and see if the new one comes true. Yeah, I mean, I guess it could be a false rumor, but I'm excited because that's one of those few sets that I don't have that I would like to get because I've pretty much bought every set that I want. I love Lego Star Wars, but I'm not a fan of most of their sets. Like most of their newer sets anyways, because I've bought pretty much all the older sets I want. There's like one or two here or there, but so it's kind of nice to like actually be excited for a set again. Rewatching the whole show. I'm thinking about rewatching the whole show as well. I want to get some more inspiration from walks. Because, you know, there's always some planet or battle that you forget about that you can build. Just rewatched Avatar. That's a good show. I watched that for my wife and I watched that, and it was her first time. Man, that's such a good show. I started The Legend of Korra, the kind of like the sequel series, but I wasn't as big of a fan of that one. Not a thing. Fell asleep early and woke up to get this notification on my phone, and here I am. Heck yeah, dude. Little early evening nap. I've done that before. I've gotten home from work and I've been so tired that I went to bed at like 6 or 7 and just slept all the way through. Woke up again the next morning, which always feels great because I hate it when I stay up late. I always hate it the next day. Like, why did you do that? But then, you know, I'll do it again the next night. Most of the new. Oh, hey, what's up, Mike and Ike Productions? Welcome to the stream, my friend. What are you up to tonight? Am I just really bad at not looking at my notifications, or have you not updated, or have you not released the finale for Navarro yet? Okay. Most of the new sets are smaller due to price increase in plastic costs. Prime example is the 2008 MTT versus the 2018 MTT. I used to own both of those. It's the 2015 MTT. And yeah, that one is not pretty. I think a lot of it has to do with inflation. Just, I don't know. I feel like now that Lego's making more money, because they weren't as big of a company back then. You know what I mean? Like, there was even a point where they were about to go bankrupt, and so they obviously had to keep their prices low. But now they're just like this premium toy company. They can basically charge what they want, and people still buy their stuff. Just sad. Do you own Jabba's Palace, the newer one, 2012, I think? No, I don't own either of them. I have a mild interest in Jabba's Sail Barge, like the older one. I think that one's kind of cool looking. I remember wanting it as a kid. Like, see, there's a thing Lego could remake. Like, they could redo Jabba's Sail Barge. Like, why did we get another Luke's land speeder? Seeing this mock being taken apart is more sad than Order 66. This is Order 46. Execute Order 46 on the Umbara mock. There's an idea set for Avatar that has 9,600 supporters. Is it the one? Is it the one that's like Appa? Right, it's got like the Sky Bison and like the ship, the Prince Zuko ship. I think I've seen it. I'd buy that. My bad on the date. Guess I blocked the date set out of my mind. Oh, I do that all the time. Like I'll think a set was made in this year and I'll be a few years off. It happens. The only reason I was so sure is because I've owned that one. I did a lot of research on it because I like to research the sets before I buy them and see what they're valued at and see what I think they're worth paying for. So I usually end up getting a pretty good idea of what year they came out. Older or newer barge? Probably the older one. I'd have to take a good look again, but I typically, when I'm thinking of two sets, I usually err on the side of the older one because that's usually the one I like more. I always thought a UCS sail barge would be cool. Yeah, that would be awesome. I think that would sell really well because, a lot of people who are even just like casual Star Wars fans have pretty much seen the original trilogy, and that's a pretty recognizable ship. Like, it's got a pretty recognizable character, a couple of characters on there. And so, yeah, I think that would do well. The older sail barge is better. Yeah, that's what I figured. I'd totally buy the Avatar set. Yeah, me too. Just lost Supremacy in Battlefront 2. What is that? The Slave Leak is so expensive. What is the Slave Leak? Oh, Slave Leia. Oh. My cat is finally here after being gone more than 24 hours. I was beginning to get worried. Dang, man, that's a long time. How long do they usually wander off for? My sister has cats, but I don't think they really ever wander too far away. What's up, Lego J Bricks? Better late than never. Thanks for stopping by. Just tearing down Umbara. So you can see I've made some pretty decent progress. I wanted to get more progress done, but I wanted to save some of this for the stream, so I'd have something to do while I streamed. Because I won't be, since it's a work night, I won't be streaming for super long. Probably like 20 more minutes or so. Those Avatar sets are very expensive now. Yeah, talk about like missing out on some good sets. I remember when those came out, but I was still into Star Wars because the Clone Wars were coming out right then too, and I didn't really pay any attention to those. But yeah, those are worth some good money now. I can't even imagine like if you had like multiple sealed sets of that because it didn't do super great. So I'm sure people who did buy them picked them up for pretty cheap. My cat is usually gone about 12 hours at the most because she spends the night outside. Oh, gotcha. The Lego Ideas one is pretty sweet. Yeah, I agree. I think whoever designed it did a good job. Although Lego obviously will probably tweak some things on it and stuff like they did with the treehouse. Can't wait to see the next mock. I can't wait to announce the next mock. I'm excited. You guys thought this one was big. Just wait till you see what I have planned. Starting to dig into the belly of the hill right here. I still haven't been able to watch season 7 of the Clone Wars. Do you not have Disney Plus? That's unfortunate because you probably already know what happened, I would imagine, because it's probably been spoiled for you since everybody was talking about it. Did you see the Appa idea set that's being voted on? I did, yeah. That's what some people were talking about. Apparently, it's got like 9,600 people supporting it. I think you need like 10,000 or something. So it's getting close. Give us a hint. Is it from the planet or the scene or one of the movies for Clone Wars? It's from. It takes place during the Clone Wars. The Great Clone Wars. Most of my mocks that you guys are going to see me do are going to be from the Clone Wars, just because that's my favorite era to build. I might dabble in some like Republic or Galactic Emperor, not Republic, Rebel and Galactic Empire mocks down the line, but for the most part, I like to stick with what I know. That's the Clone Wars. I didn't realize how built up Umbara was. The trench made me think it was deep, but that's like 7 bricks high in some places. Oh yeah, dude. The very tip back here is. It's almost 12 bricks high at its peak over there. It ate up so much filler brick because I was cruising along and I got to this hill and I was like, hey, I'm doing pretty good for parts. And then boom, this part just ate up so many parts. Star City would be cool. What's Star City? Has anyone here heard of Prequel Stud? Yeah, I know Prequel Stud. In fact, I knew of Prequel Stud back when he had like 75 subscribers, back before he exploded with his stud shooter video. Is that the same person? Is that who I'm thinking of, or is that Prequel Studs? Because I know there's a Prequel Stud and a Prequel Studs. I'm probably thinking of the wrong person now that I think about it. Do we see it in the Clone Wars as a battle? Well, yeah. I don't know why I would build a non-battle mock. So yes, it is battle. Man, people really want to know your next mock. The people want to know. I know, people are excited. They saw what I've done with Umbara and Naboo. They want to see what I'm capable of. Or maybe you guys just want to see me build something that's too hard and then look ridiculous. When will you be announcing the new mock? I'm not entirely sure yet. I have to figure out some things schedule-wise because I was going to spend the month of August reviewing the new Star Wars, the new wave of Star Wars sets that's coming out, but apparently there's like rumors of a long delay because the plant down in Mexico hasn't been working or making sets, and that would affect distribution for the U.S. And so if we don't get those sets, I'm going to have nothing to do in August. So I'm not sure when exactly I'll be announcing it. Oh, Cloud City. Is that what you're talking about? I'm making his first prequel stud out of context compilation. He wanted me to do it, so I've already spent like 4 hours on it. What is that? What is an out of context compilation? What? I subscribed when he was at 80. Yeah, I stumbled across him back in the early days. I don't really watch his videos because I don't know, I'm just not into like his style of videos, but I know who he is. Man, we're really getting into this thing. This looks kind of cool, though. You can see all these pillars and stuff going off into the back. Oh, well, it could be in Legends and not be shown in the Clone Wars. Oh, I get you. Yeah, it's canon. I mostly do canon, unless I'm like making up a scene, for my own imagination. Has there ever been a Cloud City mock? So I've never seen like a play scale, like a minifigure scale Cloud City, but I have seen like micro scale stuff done, and I've seen like a couple chambers made. I think someone did like a mock of some of the interior chambers, but never like a huge overall Cloud City mock. That would be impressive. I might have to tackle that one someday. My mocks would look great, but I have little man syndrome, so now it's go big or go home. And I just don't have enough to make something large yet. Yeah, I love that yet on the end there. I mean, there's no. I get it if you don't want to start with something small, but I won't judge you, man. Like I started out with pretty small stuff. In fact, my first mock was not very good, but I didn't like you. I had next to no pieces. I wanted to get something out there. I had the itch to build. The video will take random things that he said or did out of context, just like other out of context video, but with prickle stud. Oh, I didn't realize that was a thing. I've never heard of that before. That's cool that he asked you to do it. Is he going to compensate you, like with a shout out or money or something? Or are you just doing it because you're a fan? Oh, yeah, not watched Star Wars in years, but not the set that came out, but a huge mock of it at Clone Plays. Yeah, like a huge Cloud City mock. I get what you're saying. That would be pretty cool. Cloud City is a beautiful place. Like I wish we had spent more time there in the original trilogy. It's really cool. Kind of a cool concept too, if you think about it, like a floating city. Because weren't they like? Was it like a mining city, if I remember correctly? Like people were mining like gases and stuff. I don't really remember. Cool concept nonetheless. I'd ask for shout outs. It's a dangerous move, usually leads to bans on most streams. Yeah, it's true. I would say, like, especially like in my case, like if I see somebody who's done really good work, or like somebody who's helped me out in a way, I'll give them a shout out. But yeah, that's usually the best way to go about getting a shout out. Just to not ask for one. That's what I was thinking of. Okay, yeah, that would be cool. I never bought that set, Betrayal at Cloud City. I'm not a fan of those sets that. How do I explain it? How it's not complete. Like it's given to you as a play set, which is ironic because I like play sets. That one isn't very pretty to me, and like I'm not gonna sit there and like move my little Boba Fett figure through all the different little rooms and stuff. So it's just had little to no appeal to me. But I know some people who are crazy about that set. Oh, you were just kidding. Okay, seen a little bit Clone Commander Studios. I make small mocks, but I want it huge. The amount of pieces it takes for good detail is just insane. Oh, dude, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Well, like, what scale are we talking? Are we talking like, one gray base plate, or are we talking like 10 gray base plates, Mike? Also, like, what themes are you interested in? Are you like a classic space guy, Star Wars, pirates? or just like something from your own imagination? How many bricks is David's Mandalore or Jay's Starkiller? Dude, I don't even know if they're going to be able to count. Um, like Jay's Starkiller is hands down one of the most ambitious mock projects I've ever seen, and that's including David's Mandalore. Like, don't get me wrong, I think David's Mandalore is epic, but Rich Boy Jay's Starkiller is just like, I can't believe how long it is. Like, we saw like the first half of it being built, and now we're starting on the second half. I would say like hundreds of thousands of pieces, most likely. Which sounds ridiculous, but I mean, uh, I've seen mocks with 100,000 pieces that were pretty decently sized, and I think both those mocks have topped that. Just with the amount of detail, and like David has all those different corridors on Mandalore. I guess that is if he ever finishes that mock. I feel like he's been working on it forever now. Star Wars came out was when I was born, been 40 years or so. That's cool. Did you go? Did you go see like the original trilogy in theaters, Mike? I unfortunately was not born. Well, I guess I don't want to say unfortunately because I'm happy with when I was born. I did get to see some of the one of the prequel movies. I saw the first one in theaters. We looking at Umbara? Yeah, we're looking at the remains of Umbara anyways. This is what used to be the hill before it got destroyed by me. This one, it's about rough. This mock, to compare my two mocks, Naboo and Umbara, the reason there's such a big difference in piece count, because Naboo was about 5,000 and this one was over 20,000 or 15,000. And this one I'm guesstimating at about 20,000 plus, was because of this detailing. You guys can probably see it from the screen, but just so much detailing went into this top layer, whereas Naboo was fairly flat. And like Will said, detailing eats up so many pieces. Sorry, I just got on YouTube. Hey, no problem, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Grinding DMV right now. I'm watching this. What is DMV? Like the Department of Motor Vehicles? Just making it because we talked about it on his last stream. Seemed like a good idea, and I just decided to try it. He said he'd give me a shout out just because he likes me. That's cool, man. That'll probably help your channel. Oh yeah. I'm Lando Calrissian. I'm the administrator of this facility. How might I be? Yeah, wow. Who might you be? Dude, Lando Calrissian is such a smooth player. I liked him. I wish he'd gotten more screen time. And I don't know what your guys' thoughts are, but I was just like, why did he have to come back in the sequels? Like, it just felt like such a fan service. Like, he didn't come back till the very last one. He just was like dumped on this desert planet. Like, I don't know. I was just like, come on. What you got to do Lando like that? Hey, I managed to make it back. Welcome back, Noark Bricks. How you doing, man? What are you up to tonight? I'm just destroying Umbara. I'm hoping to get most of this done and then hopefully finish most of it by Saturday and then have it completely taken apart within the next couple of weeks. Like 10 Star Wars only. Oh, are you talking about for mock? Just Star Wars mocks? Yeah, that's the way to go. I didn't want to say anything because, you know, to each their own, but Star Wars mocks, that's where it's at. Hello there, General Kenobi. Wow, we got Obi-Wan Kenobi in the stream. The honor is all ours. What is Obi-Wan Kenobi up to this evening? Eating a crepe, watching coconut stream. This is the life. Ooh, what you got on that crepe? Got some fruit, whipped cream, maybe. I actually don't really like crepes, but I get the appeal. I have 2 gray base plates mock in front of me that I just started for your competition that start off great, then stop, been blocked for close to a month now. Oh man. Yeah, I hate that when that happens. I definitely get stream blocked as well. Or not stream blocked, but you know what I mean, building blocked, you just don't really know what to do. Sorry, I'm bidding on a couple of things right now. So I just had to check. They're about to end. I want to keep an eye on it because I don't want them to get away. Hey, TechBot, what's up, man? Sounds like a good idea, Will. Maybe build a clone base that overhangs a waterfall. That would be cool. Waterfalls are fun. In my last mock building stream last Wednesday, Scott suggested I put a waterfall in my Naboo mock, and it ended up looking pretty cool. Yo, what's up, Titanium J? I just finished an episode of Doctor Who. It was The Doctor's Daughter. Really good episode. Which season is that? I might have seen it. Because I don't want to say I watched pretty religiously, but I definitely watched pretty consistently up until like the later seasons. Berries and whipped cream and a little bit of vanilla yogurt. And that actually sounds pretty good. Be right back. Need to make a meme for coconut. Heck yeah, dude. No Lark Bricks with the strong meme game once again. I liked his. I don't know if you guys saw it, but he made a funny gunship meme about me. It was gold. Season 4. Man, speaking of Doctor Who, the Weeping Angel scenes or shows were always really creepy, and it wasn't necessarily the first time it showed them, but I remember one time they like crash landed on this planet. I don't know if you've seen them all, Titanium, but they crash landed on this planet, and I believe like the Weeping Angels were there, or it might have been Earth. I don't remember. I just remember they were like being chased through this garden, and like every time they looked back, the Weeping Angels were closer. It was some intense stuff. Now I want some crepes. I know, dude. We're a big bowl of ice cream. Could really go for some ice cream right now. I discovered this place in my town today in the forest where a bunch of people do bike trails and jumps and ramps. It was cool. That's cool. When I was growing up, we used to have a giant pit by our house, like a big sand dune with like big piles of dirt in it. And we'd go down there and we'd have airsoft wars. That was a lot of fun. All right, see you in a little bit, Mike and Ike. Who's the more foolish, the fool or the fool who follows him? Yeah, are you going to join him, TechBot? Are you going to take your bike out there? Hit the jumps? I did a decent amount of mountain biking when I was younger. That's really fun. I really enjoyed that. I'd like to get back into that someday. I have a lot of things I want to get back into, but I don't know if I'll ever do it. You know. Because that takes time. I just explored also. I'm not that good at stuff. Yeah, that does take a little bit of kind of like skill and coordination. It's also kind of dangerous too, but it's fun. Wow, this part's probably going to take me a little bit longer than I originally anticipated, because these are a lot of pieces. This is another place where mock eats up a lot of pieces. If you've got a hill of any kind, oh man, you got to dump so much filler in there if you want it to be like strong, you know. It really was a sad day for the Republic, the New Republic. The whole government got exploded in episode 7. I know that was rough. Yeah, I know. I think I've seen some of Cyclops' stuff. Clone Commander. He does Lego stop motion, right? Trying to get this part like get this chunk broken off so I can work on it, but it's connected. It's in there too good. Can't seem to get it out. I got injured a lot on bikes, so I eventually just stuck with flat land tricks in a parking lot. How'd you get just going off too many jumps, Will, or what? Or were you riding like motorbikes? Uh, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to the Unknown Brick because he entered my mock contest. Coconut the Shark is lurking again in the eBay sea. That's right. This one's about to end. Looks like it's sold for a little bit more. I was going to buy an Utapau Trooper Battle Pack, but I kind of just missed out on it because I was talking. Whoops. But I do have something else. It's going to be ending soon as well. My uncle died riding a bike. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's the unfortunate truth about like dangerous stuff like that is you lose lives. You know, my dad had an uncle who died in a I can't remember if he died or if he was paralyzed in a motorcycle accident. Also, welcome back, Mike and Ike. What are you buying on eBay? So I was looking at Utapau Trooper Battle Pack, but that one I missed out on it. It sold for $56 plus shipping, so that's a little bit pricey. So I'm not too salty about that. But we're also looking at a 2013 ATTE that's looking pretty promising. So I'm gonna keep my eye out on that one too. Do not want to let that one slip away. Excuse me, am I too late? Hey, what's up, man? Better late than never. I mean, you are a little bit late if you wanted to see Umbara complete, because as you can see, it's been ransacked. What are you up to tonight, my friend? Bikes were everything 20 years ago for my age group. In Glen Burnie, Maryland. That's cool. I love that area. My dad grew up in Massachusetts, and so we've gone out there and visited, and I think it's so beautiful out there. I'd love to move out there someday, or at least, if not move, visit fairly often. I don't know. I guess I've never actually been to Maryland, but I would imagine it's kind of similar to like New England and Massachusetts and stuff. What's up, Dewey Dewback? Welcome to the stream. Just realized the stream has been unmoderated since I joined until now. Oh, you're right, dude. I do need more mods. Let me see. So, not asking for a mod, to be clear. That's funny. Nah, no worries, man. Mike and Ike Productions, he's been here for a while. Coconut, have you ever won a Lego giveaway? No. I've won contests, but I've never won, like, you mean like an official Lego giveaway from Lego, or just like on someone's channel? Because I've never won the giveaways, but I've won contests. I guess I just have really bad luck, but if it's like something that involves like making an educated guess, I'm a little bit better. Oh, whoops, I just moderated the wrong person. That was supposed to be for Mike and Ike Productions. Well, we'll give you a test period, the unknown brick. If you're mature and responsible, I'll let you keep it. That was an accident, but we'll see. We'll see how things go. Thoughts on the 501st Legion set being delayed? Not happy, man. I'm not happy about that. Like, I mean, I'm not mad at like Lego, or not mad at like, oh man, your factory shut down. But that's unfortunate because, like I was saying, that month of August, I was planning on reviewing a bunch of the new sets. You know what I mean? That had just come out. But now I don't know what I'm going to do that month because I was going to review General Grievous's Starfighter, 501st Legion, the AAT. Granted, we may still get some of those sets, but I would imagine if the 501st is delayed, that the others will be delayed as well. Hey, Mike, I'll be right back. I won't end the stream. All right, man. No worries. The whole screen is blue from mods now. I know. I think I may have overkilled a little bit. Suddenly there's nobody for the mods to moderate. I guess I was feeling generous tonight. You guys are lucky. I rarely give out the moderating privilege because I don't like to give it to people who ask repeatedly. Like if you show up and you're there and you're cool, like there's more of a chance of you getting moderated than if you ask for it. Just because, I don't know. That's just how I am. And another blue red shows up. I just ordered the new Destiny's Bounty last week. Should be delivered Thursday. I've got a question for you then, Titanium J. I don't know if you own the old one, but is it just me, or is there a pretty big size difference between, because the Destiny's Bounty is a ship, right? And I remember there was this old ship, a Ninjago ship that came out a while ago that was pretty big and pretty expensive, and then this newer ship just came out and it's much smaller. Is that just me, or did they make it a lot smaller? And why did they make another Destiny's Bounty if they already have one? I don't know anybody who knows more about Ninjago than you, so I'm going to pester you with all my questions. Let's see. Oh no, Coconut, were you planning on buying the new Grievous Starfighter? That's crazy. I know, dude. I was one of those people. I was one of those suckers. And because I don't own one, I don't have any of the General Grievous Starfighters, and so I kind of wanted one. And I was like, well, I mean, this one's coming out. Like, it'll be an opportunity for me to review it. Plus, it comes with a sweet 212 Airborne Trooper, which should have been Cody, should have been one of the other 212 Troopers, but I mean, it's better than getting like a Magma Guard or something dumb. Yeah, but yes, I was planning on buying it. Uh, Now I want to be a mod. Don't worry, man. Just be patient. You talking about the survey for each set? I was watching Lego Star Wars Droid Army Showcase. Hey, did you like it? What'd you think of my Droid Army? My Droid Army is quite big. Dang it, bad news. I just missed out on that ATTE. I wasn't fast enough. Oh well. I mean, I already have a few of those. So TJ is a Ninjago expert. Exactly. He's the man when it comes to that kind of stuff. I love Grievous, so I kind of have to buy General Grievous a Starfighter. Yeah, I mean, if you want a Grievous minifigure, you gotta get one. When it goes down around 50 or 60, I'll get the Grievous fighter. Yeah, it's much more reasonable in that price range. Uh, just got to keep filling them out. Win one, you'll win one someday. Oh, I used to do those. I remember doing that as a kid. I never won though. I'm gonna buy Grievous a Starfighter on sale. Yeah, I think a lot of people. What are you sorry for, Brick Pigeon? The new Destiny's Bounty is based on the version from the first two seasons of Ninjago, whereas the previous version was based on the version from the movie, different ships. So it's the same. Oh, so is the show? Are the show and the movie not connected then? Who still plays Lego Star Wars? Are you talking the video game, or are you talking like physically picks up their minifigures and like smashes them into each other? Because I don't really do that anymore. Thoughts on the new 2020 being delayed? I'm sad. Like that's not great news for people in the Star Wars community who like review and do stuff like that. Because I was looking forward to doing some reviews and just taking a look at those new troopers, and now I obviously don't get to do that, which is unfortunate. But I don't know. I'm not super devastated because I wasn't super excited for the 501st Legion. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on it. I have a bunch of 501st troopers already, so I didn't really have a need for that battle pack, and I don't really like the new mold as much. So, hey, what's up, Hoosier Bricks? Thanks for stopping by. What are you up to tonight? Doing anything crazy or just chilling? I'm in the process of deconstructing this large mock, my Umbara mock. If anybody hasn't gotten to check the finale out, I just dropped it on Monday, and I would highly recommend checking it out because this mock looked much better when it was complete. Yeah, it would be cool to be a mod though. I'm actually patient. I don't want to get banned for asking to be a mod. Yeah, I'll pick some more mods once I get bigger. I think I've got a decent amount of mods for now though. Kind of went a little crazy with the mod power. Um, I don't know if kids just clash them like toy soldiers. I've never heard of that. Well, I don't know how people play. I don't know how people play if they're Lego Star Wars. I mean, I obviously don't do that because I don't want to damage the minifigures and. Whoops! Totally just smashed all these towers down. The Ninjago show and the Ninjago movie are different universes, but they took the designs from the ninjas in the movie, put them in the show. They changed the bounty too. That's interesting. Why didn't they connect them? Like why go different? That's just very interesting to me. They would do that. How is the mock contest going? Um, it's going good. There were a ton of entries, man. Like I think I got over 70 entries. So I definitely got a lot more than expected. And so on Thursday, because I don't think I'll have time tomorrow, But on Thursday, I'm going to go through, pick a winner, and then I'm hopefully going to get the video made. So many entries, and I'm just blown away with how many people wanted to participate, which was awesome. What will you make next? So right after this, I'm going to be doing another smaller Umbara mock, and then I'm going to do a smaller Ryloth mock. Basically, what I'm doing is taking a little break from big mocks because, well, for a couple reasons. A, they burn you out. Like, I don't know, it's kind of, tiring building working on such a huge project. And also, I'm not super rich, so I have to save up for a little bit so I can get parts in and stuff. And I just have some smaller mocks I want to do, so I'll be doing an announcement video soon, letting people know kind of what's going to be happening and stuff like that. I wasn't even supposed to be a mod. I think it's unfair to others. Okay, I can remove the wrench from you. I don't think I've ever had anybody ask that before. You can have it taken away. The finale was epic. I love your mocks. How do you make them so fast? This one was a bit of an exception because of this crazy virus outbreak. I got quarantined for 3 weeks, and that was while I was building this. So I had 3 weeks of you can't really go out and do anything. I couldn't work. I graduated from school. I think I only had like 1 or 2 projects left, so there wasn't much else for me to do other than build, because I don't think I would have finished this one as fast had it not been for that. Speaking of damage, I know, right? I just own these pillars. I'll get them. They're all going to get put away. They're not going to be here. I have to go move all of these over there to the rest of my bins, and that'll take me a while. So I'll do that once I end the stream. Wait, what do you shoot with the spring-loaded shooters? When you shoot your nephews with the spring-loaded shooters, Will? Tyler TNF, hey man, your Umbara mock was awesome. My only suggestion would be work more on the terrain detail and make it blend more. I'd recommend using a combination of tiles, slopes, and yeah, I definitely could have put a little bit more effort into the terrain. The only problem was this mock was starting to cost a lot of money, and I had to, you got to stop at some point because you can always add more detailing and more terrain. And I kind of had to pump the brakes a little bit, but I appreciate the feedback. And I'm glad you enjoyed the mock as well. I underestimated how much I would need, like as far as like the plate detailing went, because I did not get enough. I used to make movies with them in my hands. What is everybody talking about? I feel like I missed something. Wow, 70, that's awesome. Yeah, it was cool. Like it made me very happy to know like I had made an impact on that many people. You know what I mean? Like that many people have decided like, all right, I'm gonna make a mock. It's cool. It was cool. I mean, it'll also be cool for whoever wins because they get the prize. Speaking of prizes, I'm kind of excited for when I hit 1,000 subs. I've got a fun giveaway planned. I think you guys are gonna like. The movie is based in the Lego Movie universe, whereas the show is its own universe. Chima is actually in the Ninjago universe for the show. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize those were combined universes. Which one do you prefer? Titanium, do you prefer the show or the movie? I would imagine the show because it's gone on longer, and it's probably more it's more in depth and more immersive. But I guess I don't know for sure. Coconut is Lego Flash. Just don't tell anyone. That's why he finishes mocks very fast. Exactly. I pretend to build slow when I'm on stream, and then when I'm building by myself, I go super speed. That's why when I used to do speed builds, it actually wasn't me speeding up or doing a time lapse or anything. That was just me building at my normal rate. Coconut, when do you think you will get to 1,000 subs? What's your goal? Well, I mean, I wish it was more in my control, but I mean, it's up to everybody else to subscribe. But I would love if I keep growing at this current rate that I have been. I'm planning on hitting it around the end of August, like begin the middle or end of August, if things go accordingly. I could hit it sooner if like the Umbara finale goes viral. Gets a lot of views and stuff. Welcome back, Lego Man Studios. You've taken apart the mock so fast. Yeah, I like to. I don't know. I not to brag or anything, but I've always been a fast builder or a fast destroyer. I don't know. I don't know particularly why. I don't know if it's just because I've done it a lot, but I'm pretty fast. And that's even with me stopping reading the chat. Is anybody selling, or they have an episode 3 clone pilot they'd like to sell? Waiting to see a buried treasure chest if he breaks this down, dude. Wouldn't that be crazy if I put in like this special Easter egg just for people who showed up to the breakdown scene, and there's just like this epic underground battle going on underneath? Dang it, Will, why didn't you tell me about that sooner? I would have tried to figure something out. I honestly don't understand why your Umbara mock has 8 dislikes. It's incredible. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. I guess people didn't think it was very good. Or maybe people were mad like it wasn't best quality, or maybe they were just mad it was so good. It was so good they felt like it needed to be brought down a little bit. He talked about it earlier, Ugly SM Studios. He said he feels. Oh, did you ask me a question, Ugly? I didn't see it. Sorry. The Ninjago universe has 16 realms, and Chima is one of those realms. Well, the realm the ninjas are in is separate. I definitely prefer the show, but the movie is okay. Holy cow, 16 realms. Are those 16 realms like built? Like, are those other Lego? What's the word? Other lines of Lego, or is that just in the TV show? I didn't realize that it was that extensive. I love to see things built, but I hate to see things destroyed. That's just me. I get that. I totally used to be that way. It used to be so hard for me to take apart my blocks, but now that I have more like time and resources to build stuff, I just get carried away with projects, and so I'm excited to start new projects and stuff. I like the dragon builds for Ninjago and the temple ones. Also, the ships are dope. I agree. I really like the dragons. My little brothers have some of the dragons, and I think they look really cool. Trying to think of what other Ninjago. I think the old Destiny's Bounty looks pretty cool too. I've never bought any Ninjago sets, but if I were to get some, that's what I would get. Best way to become a mod is be patient and join as many streams as you can. Yeah, if anybody, if you're looking to be a mod, just show up to a lot of streams and just be cool. Like, participate in the conversation, be respectful and stuff like that. And people will see. People will, I don't know. People will see that. I'm gonna be mad if Jay pushes Starkiller Base off the table, dude. That makes me, that triggers me. Like, I had someone ask me or tell me I should shove my next mock off the table. I'm like, I would never do that because a lot of these pieces are decently fragile. Like, I've broken many Lego pieces, and I would hate to see a bunch of these broken, so I couldn't use them. And B, it's going to take so much longer to disassemble because this way I can really pick and choose areas to take apart, and I can sort them out. I can take my time, and like typically it's in layers. Like we'll take off all the plate and then do all the brick. But when you just shove it off, then you just got to sort through everything, and I don't know. That just seems more trouble than it's worth. This weapon is your life. Very true. I actually just watched that. I just watched part of that movie the other day. And like, other than the cringy Anakin Padme scenes, it's not a half bad movie. Like the Obi-Wan arc where he's chasing Jango Fett's actually kind of cool. Like I feel like a lot of people hate on Attack of the Clones, but I like it more now than I used to. And I think it's got some cool insight to like how Darth Sidious was working his way into like taking over and just like his plan unfolding and stuff like that. My brother likes the prequels a little bit more than the original trilogy probably because there's more action. Yeah, I grew up with the prequels as well. Hey, what's up, a human and his bricks? Welcome. Um, but yeah, I grew up with those, so those are kind of nostalgic. The Last Jedi really does know everything about me. Oh, TJ, Titanium J, dude. Yeah, I don't know if there's a thing out there that he doesn't know. Like I see him on other people's streams, and I don't know. He's very knowledgeable. I would love to be at that level with Star Wars someday, like Star Wars Lego, because I'm just now getting back into Lego Star Wars, and so I'm super rusty. Like my knowledge and my historical knowledge isn't all that great. It used to be, but not anymore. Thoughts on the new Star Wars Squadron game? I saw they were going to announce it, but I don't know. I don't really know what it is. I'm not big into video games, so I don't really play a whole lot. So I wasn't super interested, but I'm kind of curious to see if like we'll get any Lego sets out of this. Attack of the Clones has always been my favorite Star Wars movie. Yeah, I mean it's pretty good. It's not bad. Star Wars 10:41 p.m. is bad for me. What are you talking about? It's sad to see the mock in this state. I know, right? It's definitely not pretty, that's for sure. You guys are seeing the guts of the hill right now, giant hill area. Things are getting a little bit slower too because I've got a bunch of bins over here out of sight, and they're all starting to get full. So I'm running out of room to put stuff. And like before, when it was just plate, it was just one or two different, or three or four different kinds of bricks I was putting away so I could move faster. But things are definitely starting to slow down now. I slaughtered them, not just the men, the women, and the children too. Isn't it strange how Padme reacts to that? Just kind of like, oh, well, I mean, people get angry. But I mean, at the same time, if you think about it, like what the dude said, Lars's dad, he's like, they walk on two legs, but they're animals. Like, you know what I mean? They didn't see them as people, or they didn't see them as equals, I guess I should say. So maybe it's not as big of a deal as we make it, just because that is a big deal to us, but to them it's just like went into like I don't know, a lion's den, slaughtered a bunch of lions. I don't know. I don't know how I'm not too familiar with the social workings of the Star Wars universe. I was born the same year as Return of the Jedi, so I grew up on it. Nice. That's a good one. I like that one. To be honest, Star Wars is bad for me. I get too emotional. It's an emotional movie, especially if you really care about the franchise. Like, there's definitely some emotional scenes. Like man, when Duchess Satine dies in in the Clone Wars, whew, that one hit me in the feels. I was like watching Order 66 all over again. Sand is yeah. Anakin's defense, sand is coarse and rough and gets everywhere. Exactly. He was irritated, guys. He needed some exfoliating lotions to come to his senses and just relax a little bit. So sure, he had a nice night with Padme. She rubbed some lotion on him and stuff, and got back to normal. Oh, really? Wedge is seen in the trailer. That's cool. So when exactly does this game take place? I mean, Sharad Het straight up lived with the Tuscans and raised his son as one. Who is that? I'm not familiar with that person. Any culture that kidnaps and kills people as part of their culture needs to be wiped out. I have not a problem with Anakin's action. See, that's another good point. Like if you think about it, like it's not like he went over to like this local tribe of people and like slaughtered them. He like they were pretty harsh people. But then you also have to think like slaughtering women, defenseless women and children who couldn't defend themselves. That's also kind of I don't know. Let's just say I'm glad I was not in that situation. That's a tough decision to make. The game takes place after the Battle of Endor. I really wish the Son of Dathomir comics would have been episodes of the Clone Wars. They would have been fantastic. Are you talking about what happens to Darth Maul before season 7? Kind of like when I think it's like Darth Sidious, Dooku, and Grievous all team up to go take him down. Because if that's what you're talking about, I totally agree. Titanium J, those are incredible. I didn't read them, but like I heard about the plot line. Like I would like to look into them more because they sounded just incredible. Because Darth Maul, he really came out and was like, I feel like he was a top performing character in that last season of the Clone Wars. He really stole the show for me. Same Titanium J. Yeah, yep, that's the one. Can't believe Ryan Johnson didn't give Admiral Akbar a good death. Yeah, that was rough. That was rough indeed. Did you take any pics of the mock with low lighting to get the feel of Umbara? Um, I did try to take some low light ones. The hard thing is like when you do low light, especially with stuff that's super small, it's hard to see. Especially because I don't have a very good lighting setup. I just have this one light up above me, which makes for just terrible lighting. I wanted to do like you can buy smoke in a can for photo shoots. I wanted to get some of that smoke in a can and just spray it throughout the mock, but it's like $60, and they gave you like it was a pack of 6, and I was like, I'm never going to use this again. So I don't know. It just didn't feel like a very responsible purchase in my opinion. What is this? Coconut is caught up on chat. The algorithm did not predict this. That's right. I'm on. My chat game is on point tonight, boys. I'm trying to be more engaged with the chat. I don't want this to turn into a Solid Brick Studio stream. Oh, the unknown brick. Good one, man. No one's ever really gone. Did Mike and Ike leave? Oh yeah. See you later. See you later, Mike and Ike. Thanks for stopping by. Always a pleasure. Did you take some good pics of the mock with better lighting? If so, I would let. Yes, I took some good pictures, and I will be posting them to Instagram. I was talking about this earlier on the stream. The problem with a huge mock like this, where it's so black and you have such a stark contrast of the white gun chips, it really throws the color temperature off and really makes the lighting bad. Because my camera, it's struggling. It's like it's trying to pick up the black, so it's increasing the exposure so it can see better. And then it looks over and it's got these blinding white gun chips that throw this glow throughout the mock. So it was very frustrating to film the finale because I kept running into that problem. So I do have some pictures where I was able to control the lighting a little bit better. Admiral Trench. Hey, when are we going to get an Admiral Trench minifigure? How much longer you will be streaming? Probably like 5 minutes. I'm about to end. I'm kind of just picking up these last few pieces. I'm pretty close to being done. I got to get ready for bed, unfortunately. I don't mind any of the Star Wars movies. They all have good and bad. Yeah, that's a good mindset to have. Like I don't. Here's the thing. I only watched like I didn't watch very much of the sequels. I've seen them all, probably like a couple of times, except for the last one. I probably won't ever watch the last one again. If I do, it'll be years from now. But I don't. I try not to hate on them too much, just because I don't know. Star Wars is Star Wars, but there are definitely things that I don't like about them. I definitely prefer the first six. What time is it right now where you live? It is 8:54 p.m. And I think this is probably as good a place as any to end the stream because I got to get ready for bed and stuff like that. And I don't want to keep you guys up too late, but I appreciate everybody stopping by. This was a fun stream. I didn't know how many people we were going to get because I didn't broadcast that I was streaming until just today. So we ended up getting some great people out here on the stream. You guys had some great conversation topics. The dialogue was great. So, and for everybody who's listening, who had stuff going on or was just listening in the background, I really appreciate you guys stopping by. It's always good to have, it's always good to see that number's pretty high in the chat. Just makes me know people like my streams, and it's fun. And plus, I get a lot more hours of watch time in. So yeah, that's pretty much gonna end it, guys. But I will see you guys next time, hopefully on Saturday. Peace out.